Good morning, I'm Anna Edwards from Bloomberg TV and welcome to your Daily Digest. Coming up, what you can expect at Advertising Week Europe today, but first, the headlines. London's worst terror attack in more than a decade left 5 people dead, including the assailant and a police officer that he stabbed, and at least 40 injured. Speaking about the attack in Westminster, Prime Minister Theresa May said late last night that the location of this attack was no accident. Terrorists chose to strike at the heart of our capital city. Today, Parliament will meet as normal. In the banking sector, global banks are paring back staff tasked with detecting wrongdoing for the first time since the financial crisis. Technology is now replacing employees as penalties wane. And Google's advertising crisis went global after some of the biggest marketers, including AT&T and Johnson & Johnson, halted spending on YouTube and the internet company's display network, citing concern their ads would run alongside offensive videos. Now, despite Wednesday's attack, as the Prime Minister in the UK tells Londoners and visitors to come together as normal, the 4th day of Advertising Week Europe goes ahead with a political feel. Former US Vice President Al Gore will be talking to Empire's Terry White about his decades-long fight to build a more sustainable future for the planet. While London's Mayor Sadiq Khan will be laying down his hopes for the capital's creative industries ahead of Prime Minister Theresa May triggering Article 50 and the Brexit process next week. But are we all just thinking too small, perhaps? Ogilvy's Rory Sutherland certainly thinks so, and will be asking brands and agencies to aim for a higher purpose on the Fast Company stage later. And for those of you looking to expand your horizons, how about a virtual spacewalk courtesy of the Shutterstock stage? Yes, it's another jam-packed day that concludes a busy week. That's all from me. Stay tuned for more industry insight from Bloomberg Intelligence. Goodbye for now.
Thank you, Anna, and good morning again, and welcome to the 4th and final day of Advertising Week Europe here in London. Now, it's been a busy old week with plenty of debate and seemingly endless celebrations. I think we can safely conclude this is an industry in robust and rabble-rousing health, or at least so it seems. Alex Wish, our media analyst from Bloomberg Intelligence. Good morning, Alex. Thank you for being with us. Is this optimism justified?
Well, I think it is, in the sense that from the numbers we're getting for 2017 from forecasters like Zenith Optimedia from Group M, they are expecting around 4.5% organic growth in advertising expenditure globally. Now, that number compares to 2016, a very similar number. And the fact is, in 2016, you have big help from the special events that happened last year. This year, we don't have them. So the fact that we are maintaining the same forecast this year tells me that actually things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, surprising actually, considering the amount of uncertainty swirling around Brexit in Europe, the amount of uncertainty around Donald Trump's presidency. Are you surprised by this bullishness?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that surprised. I think there are two readings to what's happening in the US and the UK. And let's not forget, the North America is the world's largest advertising market. Now, what can happen with the Trump government is basically because of the corporate cuts expected, there might be an opportunity for companies to have a little bit more leeway in marketing and advertising spending. So that's actually quite good for the advertising industry. Now, of course, it's early days. We don't know what's likely to happen, and there's a lot of uncertainty. But there's a silver lining here that I think we should watch.
Great. Thank you very much for that. Now, two recurring themes from this week. Like I say, very busy week in London. One has been about talent and how ad agencies, media agencies look after and retain talent. And the other one has been about how they marry data and creativity as part of their holistic operation. Do you think these trends are going to be ongoing?
I think for sure. I think the marriage of data and creativity is likely to be the holy grail in the advertising industry over the next few years. Today, we have more data on consumer behavior than ever before. But are we using it in a clever, articulate, consistent manner? That's not the case. And why? The industry is very fragmented. We have a lot of data produced by Facebook, by Google. We have a lot of data from Amazon. But are we integrating that data with data that's available to the advertisers, to the companies themselves that are placing those advertisements? I think that's not the case today. And also there's a lot that we could do to marry digital data with analog behavior. And I think that's a key challenge for advertisers. And the advertisers that do that are likely to basically have the killer app for 2017.
And I guess having the talent, the people within the agencies who can read these data sets and turn them into insights, that's another challenge.
That's something that never changed. Talent is key. The question is the nature of talent is changing. And today, having someone that is creative, but at the same time is creative in the usage of data, that's something that's relatively new for the industry. And that's another key challenge.
Great. Alex, thank you very much for being with us this week. And that's it from us this week. Thank you for joining us. Hope you've all enjoyed Advertising Week Europe in London. And just a reminder for those of you who still have some energy, tonight they've got that great double act of Big Chris Maples and John O'Donnell, whose sketch show The Big Mistake is the only place to see today's industry leaders taking a good long laugh at themselves. Thank you for staying with us. Have a good weekend.